I'm always ready.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Warhammer 40k Rouge Trader. I went ahead and leveled us up and looted all the bad guys. We got a cool hat for Argenta that gives her more damage when she does burst fire with her bolter. And we got a better shotgun for her as well. And they had a lot of like Drukari weapons that nobody can use, so those went straight to cargo, and then all their other stuff was basically just cargo stuff. But we still got the rest of this place to explore.
It's about time.
I think this fight would have been more difficult had we not found that secret passageway.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
They'll let us get behind them. Chain axe. I think that's what we already have with him, right? Yeah. More goods. Alright, looks like that's it. Let's go back to our ship. Alright, looks like we have explored everything here, right? Yep, because we hit all these before we did the pirates. Back to the main map. So the Xenos thing we took care of here. Alright, so you've got orange to the Forgotten Twins, yellow to the Nameless Star. Let's see if we can finish clearing up this area here. I think would be, on the map, would be kind of cool. So we're going to go to the Nameless Star first. Got an unending war situation there. One thing will clear up the yellow. Do a quick check. We're almost done with that. And we're not even halfway through it there. The bridge is thrumming with the sounds of endless officer reports, the hum of ancient mechanisms, and the buzz of servo engines. Among the usual servants bustling to and fro, the Lord Captain notices a flash of flame-red hair. Is that Jai? Or somebody new? It's not Yerlet, is it? It's Yerlet. You posed a question to me not long ago, Elentak, and now I am here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace, Yerliet emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow under the luminin light, and her expression slightly more pensive than usual. You have my complete attention. Then listen closely to my answer, Elentak. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might and skewing the world to suit yourself. Pitch your understanding not toward my words, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of their sounds. Yurliet half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and melodically. You try to split the world into pieces, to fragment it into light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies its simplicity and complexity. It is not enough simply to see the world and hear its voices. You must understand it. Think of the Lilithian, the world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? The Lilithian's magnificence comes not from the green of its vast forests or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the world, or is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue. And even you, Elentak, can sense it. Try, say the word slowly, delicately, casting aside all stray thoughts. Feel. Perhaps then you will see. Close our eyes, empty our mind, and speak the word. Lilithian. I think that's probably about the first time I've actually pronounced it properly. The world around you fades and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Li. Your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and the sound slips through your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes like a sip of fresh recaf. Lay. The tip of your tongue touches the same place again. The air softly rushes from your chest. The sound like the susurration of leaves as the wind weaves through the forest canopy. Then, your tongue taps the front of your teeth, and a gentle vibration spreads through your body, sending a shiver along your spine. Guarded interest gleams in Yurliet's eyes when your gaze meets again. I think I'm beginning to understand. If your words are sincere, Elentak, then you are capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanisms, the roar of engines, and the discordant voice of your followers, I hear and attend to silence. It arises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness we become witness to the transformations of our own inner world. Monkey lives pass so swiftly, you rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal. But thoughts of transience and loss frightens you. And so you drive such thoughts away and drown yourselves in the daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them that the soul's fortress grows. A moment's blooming, an hour's wilting. The splendor of each lies in its ephemerality. So too the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And in you, Elentak, I see much more than just another Monkey. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy It lies in what your kin minds cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold, but I can see it. I never expected to hear such things in reverence to me. I am but speaking the truth, Elentok. However, I ask you not to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation nor any call for you to act. Your soul shines brightly in this world. I see you, and this will never change. That is all. Thank you for telling me how to see the world. And what do you make of it, Elentok? How differently do you see the world? I also see something greater in the world around me, something deeper than our outer guise of things. And what does that mean? Yurlet asks, with all of her attention focused on your words. See the suffering of those around me, and it compels me to act. If you speak of our soul's ability to overcome hardship, then the experience of suffering does indeed become a symbol of our abiding strength and inner growth, and it gives hope that we can overcome life's trials. Yurliet says nothing for a time, silently watching you from under her half-lowered lids. Now that we have each shared our truth about this world, I would like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your kin, Elentok, or if you see me differently. To me, you are a foreign yet beguiling world, Yurlet. I hope that one day I will come to know you, and on that day, my own world will become much deeper. Yurliet goes still and looks at you intently, as if seeing you for the first time. It seems there are many facets of your soul that I have not considered, Elentok. Interesting. I accept your answer, and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board this vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. We made the Eldar happy, which is cool because I like Eldar. They're one of my favorite 40k races to play on the tabletop, so that's cool. All right, the Nameless Star. Projection from the warp. Let's go hit these planets here. Ancient bunker. Oh, we're landing.
I've suffered worse.
Oh, melting venom. What the gosh dang heck? Looks like the bunker still has working generator.
Follow my lead.
Negligible.
That was...
The upper limit for the concentration of toxins in the air has been exceeded. Crew members are advised to activate their respiratory protection.
Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console, intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering of machine spirits. The cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing, a telltale sign the machine is working. Pascal offers the cogitator a reverent bow, chanting the Benhiric aria of launching primary. The spirit of this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In this den of decay and entropy, it still does its reign over this place. Or still does it reign over this place. Request the status of the bunker's life support system. Water system failed. Reason unknown. Temperature and humidity control system failed. Reason unknown. Energy regulation systems unknown error. Warning. Backup generator connected. Oxygen supply system failed. Warning. Air filters damaged. Warning. Defense systems failure. Activate automated defense systems. Insufficient power. Step away from the cogitator. Okay.
Emperor, deliver us!
Something's going on. The massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches, and bullet marks. There is no sign of any hinges, levers, or anything resembling a lock. There is a dusty panel built into the wall to the right. As you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker faintly. Force access using the control panel. With a little patience, and you hear the tired clicking of mechanisms from beyond the wall. The door opens slowly with a groan.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Mummified corpse has its arms outstretched towards an exit. On the soldier's neck is a broken respirator adorned with the Aquila. Words of...
Flesh is weak.
Yellowish gas is slowly seeping through the rusted duct system.
I will endure.
My success is an irrefutable.
Brace yourself,
challenge.
Abelard.
Pain cleanses the body.
Corrosion was merciless in the old
My
Imperial
faith
bayonet
shields
chain
me.
stores. Okay. We're getting hammered here.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I will endure.
Insufficient power.
You will pay an even greater price.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Decontamination shower.
I rise to the occasion. I will endure.
I've suffered worse.
Worn seal.
Just a minor setback.
Victory awaits.
The machine god grows.
Pain cleanses the body.
We should deal with this.
You'll regret this. The Emperor favors me today.
Damage is negligible.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Seems the soldiers fell asleep and never awoke.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I'm restless.
Alright, let's heal.
Ministration is a holy task.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Kemorak.
Curse you, miscreant.
Come on, mouse. Oh, 13% chance.
Is the reward.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw
Just getting
breath.
hammered here by
Damage is
being here.
negligible.
My faith shields me.
Officer's key.
I've suffered worse.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Rusted reservoir for storing drinking water. Valve is
Just a
required to
minor
regulate the
setback.
flow. So we
You
need a valve.
don't frighten me.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
I'll live another day.
There's a valve. That's probably what we need
I
there.
will endure.
The Cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Status of life support. Unknown. Yep, still down. Yep, still down. Yep, still down. Ventilation system. The duct has suffered a malfunction. Alright, step away from the generator.
Curse you, you miscreant. It's about time.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Reading damage to bulk. Martyrdom is a reward.
It's nothing.
Let us see what I found.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Follow my lead.
Access to a warehouse. Officer's duty. I am tired. How long it has been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical cholera wiped Heilgar. Time has stood still for us since. It was so long ago. And what convenient solution to the overpopulation problem. Ha! The commanders think we brought this coincidence. Morons. Still, when I look in the mirror, I see my father, the same wrinkles in his eyes, gray temples, which means that I'm over 60, and we've been underground for longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. If that damned propagandist scribe tells me one more time that I must not lose faith, I will make him eat his own tongue. Sure, we were once so certain that we had won. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the sky shook before me and my ma and father were evacuated to this wretched bunker. But where has it led us? When I look over my father's post at the comm station, I learned that we had long since lost all communication with the BDF bases, and the stars respond to our calls with silence. These days, we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still relentless in the old bunker. First water purifier failures, then a fire in the Medicaid unit. Rats chewed holes in the exposure suits, and now we can't go to the surface anymore. Are these accidents, or have we had saboteurs in our midst all these years? I'll keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but we still have enough supplies on the lower levels to last us another 50 years or so. If Yauld can finally sort the air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the repairs are going.
None shall stand in my way.
None are better at searching. You will perish for this affront.
I will endure.
348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this blooming world, built the cities and the manufactorums, and founded here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day we fought the enemy so that our children could see the dawn of a new era, an era without blood, pain, and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road of our future. And one day the skies answered our prayers. The great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army the doomsday weapon. And so we brought righteous anger to our foes and ended a centuries-long war and welcomed the dawn of a new era. The universe will hardly notice our dead, but the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission, to survive and revivify this world as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. And hence, do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the skies overhead will shine once more.
I've suffered worse.
A new challenge for me?
I woke up with a feeling of
Brace
wonder,
yourself,
as if a
Abelard.
field of flowers was blossoming nearby. Deliver us! A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling. I'm not injured. I'm enraged. Pain cleanses the body.
Gyrations, alright.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Is part of the trial.
You'll regret this.
Just a minor setback.
0%, 0%, alright.
My faith shields me.
Couldn't get in this
Curse,
door.
miscreant.
Ugh, my ears are ringing.
We've been everywhere.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Damage is negligible.
Let's get out. We'll come
It's
back
about
later,
time.
maybe.
Pay an even greater price.
Pain cleanses the body.
Looks like the bunker still has a working generator. Couldn't find the working
An
generator.
unworthy soul.
Alright, we'll come back.
Morak.
We're just getting beat up here. I explored through everything I could think of, but I couldn't find anything. We'll come back later, maybe. Some plasteel. We've got plenty of plasteel, and there's better plasteel sources, so we're not going to place anything there. Alright, so first we got adamantine. We've got 2. Let's go ahead and drop an extractum there. Abandoned Tech Priest base. So I'm thinking, you know, these have got to have had the access points, but it wouldn't let us into them, so. The sight before you has excited the officer corps, who are delighted to witness the truly majestic end of this planet through the huge windows on the bridge. One of the many nameless worlds throughout the expanse. An unknown reason caused this planet to break up into several uneven parts, but its strong magnetic field is still preventing them from drifting into the cold abyss of space. The planet's hard inner core has remained almost untouched as thousands of explosions taking place under its shell of hard metal lights up the world's heart from the inside. The auger crews detect several artificial extractums on the broken planet's surface. Their analysis shows somebody used to mine adamantine here, but abandoned the depot after the catastrophe. Most of the machines are damaged beyond repair, but the tech adepts claim one of the complexes can be restored if the Rouge Trader has the required parts and equipment. Provide the technicians with scrap to repair the extractum. A few dozen time bells later, the Lord Captain is informed that the repair crew is suffering from unrelenting headaches, most likely caused by the oppressive magnetic fields of this world. However, the machines have been successfully repaired, and the extraction of adamantine can continue if the Lord Captain wishes. Of course, the mine needs to be staffed with a squad of working servitors and a maintenance brigade doomed to endure the endless pain caused by the magnetic storms. So if we restart it, we get 3 adamantine. Let's take it somewhere else. mean, we got some adamantine here. We don't need to have our people suffer there if we don't need the adamantine. Well, let's check out this projection from the warp. When the Rouge Trader ship draws near the unidentified celestial body, the machine spirits on every deck from the captain's bridge to the cargo holds become frantic. The engines are refusing to cooperate, sending the void ship hurtling toward the epicenter of the anomaly like an arrow towards a target. That doesn't sound good. You awake after unsettled sleep to find yourself lying on a stiff cardboard mat. You are overcome with a strange sense of wrongness. This place is dark and reeks of body odor. Someone elbows you under the ribs and grabs you by the collar, spitting abuse. It is an enforcer patrolling the void ship, and she is clearly displeased. Ask what the problem is. The enforcer tosses you unceremoniously into a corner where similarly ragged people are scrubbing the deck. According to the sign on the bulkhead, this is Bay Theta 54, the lower decks. You have work to do. You need to get moving. This one. Talk to the locals to learn about everyday life on the lower decks. The locals offer friendly smiles as soon as they see you. Perhaps it is your appearance. Staring hazily back at you out of a glass bulkhead is a shaggy, sooty-faced, worn-out tramp in rags. A face not all that different from those of your new friends. At any rate, no one is trying to hurt you. You were told a couple of amusing stories about local life, the almighty Lord Captain, and the monsters that frighten people every now and then when the entire ship shakes and red lumens flash overhead. The ragged people who have thoroughly enjoyed your pleasant company walk with you to the bay's supervisor cabin. The workers ask the supervisor to report a stray noble from the upper decks. Your poise and manners do make you stand out from the humble dozens of the lower decks. When you are restored to the bridge, the Voxmaster gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity and explains that you were trapped in an anomaly that made the people on the ship inexplicably trade places. A rescue squad was dispatched at once to retrieve your lordship, but your friends from the lower deck have already helped the Lord Captain back where he belongs. Alright, we made friends on the lower deck. Back to the map. That base still bothers me. We're going to have to remember that place. The Nameless Star. Alright, let's do a yellow to the Forgotten Twins. Well, we'll turn it into green and then go to the Forgotten Twins. Quest, save the Aldari survivors. Alright, traces of a ship battle. Let's go there first. Might be where the survivors are at. Lord Captain, there is evidence of a recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Throne take me, this is not a frigate. This is just a gutted piece of metal. The helmsman falls silent for a moment. Blimey, the culprits are here too. It is the Aldari freaks. I recognize their shiny asses even from this distance. Except The Xenos are acting suspiciously. They are hovering in place and not even trying to run. Should we approach or open fire from a distance? Call off your people, Elentak. Something is wrong. The children of Asarian are dismayed, but doing something like this to a Monkey vessel? No, we are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deeds they did not commit. Lord Captain, we have received a report from the Augur crew. The situation is unusual. The Xeno ship displays no biological or energetical signatures, even though it appears to be intact. According to the scanners, there is nobody on board. However, survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We have also spotted some drifting plating remains that belong to a third unidentified vessel. Send a shuttle with scouts to investigate the Xenos ships. We got a Xenos artifact. After several hours of tedious waiting, Vigdris gets back on air. Lord Captain, the scouts confirm our earlier report. The Xeno ship is intact. Many valuable artifacts have been found inside, but neither the Aldari nor their bodies were discovered. Got a shuriken catapult as well. Rate of fire 8. Wow. That's a lot of firing. We are late again, Alantok. Urlet's voice sounds faint and almost listless. Dispatch a rescue team to see if there are any survivors at that frigate. It will be done. Vigdris flipped the switches on the Vox system's cogitator, and the transmission goes quiet for a while. More Xenos artifacts and fuel. Lord Captain, the scouts managed to rescue several emaciated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what happened. During a patrol, the frigate discovered an Aldari ship crossing the system and decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. The Xenos vessel proved too fast and skittish, but at one point its engines failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Drukhari ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first, they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre on the decks. It is only by sheer miracle that the surviving officers managed to escape, locking themselves up in a hidden technical compartment the Xenos had no use for. The survivors claim that the Xenos conspired and deliberately led the ship into a trap where it met its doom. The Xenos joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium? An alliance between the Aldari and the Drukhari is an unusual sight, and yet such an outcome is hardly surprising. Ooh, I like this twin star system, it looks cool. Why, Master Interrogator, I was thinking exactly the same thing. At last, you and I finally agree on something. How blind are the Monkey to the voices of their own kind. Humans attack a ship of the children of Asarian, sailing peacefully by, but it is my kinsmen who are to blame. Urliet is beside herself with contempt and rage. No, my kind would not willingly take part in a massacre orchestrated by the Dark Ones, and then abandon their ship. Something else happened here. Something I'm afraid to even consider. Have the acolytes of the machine cult identify the remains of the third vessel. The Vox Master relays the orders to the Tech Priest and promptly receives a reply. Lord Captain, I am reporting that the hull fragments belong to the Drukhari Xenos race, but the presence of their ships in the system at this time has not been confirmed. We have done everything we could. We are leaving. As you command, Lord Captain. Alright. Planet time. storm to end all storms. The crew retreated to a truly impressive sight, a colossal storm on the gas giant's surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves were mind-boggling, and then it birthed a tempest, a storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and his officers observed it from a safe distance through the bridge's huge viewing windows, someone suggested giving it a name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some of the crew believed the storm to be an omen. We can only hope it is an omen of great things to come. Nothing there. 2 more planets. Another plasteel. We've got plenty of plasteel right now. The cogitator screen highlights the shades of several buildings. This small settlement, the only one on the planet, is a winter-scale dynasty outpost. Let's visit the outpost. After a lengthy descent to the planet, you are rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniform bunkhouses, machine hangars, and a large headquarters topped with a massive antenna of an ancient voxcaster. The binary suns hanging in the sky make every object cast 2 shadows, a spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out of their way to give the esteemed guest a proper reception, but their resources are scarce at best. Talk to the custodian. The custodian shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from the core winter-scale worlds, but 2 ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delays or request aid. The outpost will soon run out of food at this rate, so the custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He is begging you for help, offering what little his settlement has in exchange. So 2 provisions. We've got 7 provisions going. Yeah, let's help out these people. Supply the outpost with the provisions it needs. The custodian showers you with gratitude and hurries to send gifts in return. The formerly grim and worried face of his men light up with relief. Removed cargo. Oh, it was just cargo. It wasn't even... Oh, yeah, it was. We went from 7 to 5. We got a needle rifle. Come on, show us what the new... Oh, there it is. Looks like a type of sniper rifle. We'll have to check that out, along with the other things we have gathered. Oh, and a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, that's nice. That's... Seems to be well worth 2 points of provisions. The return journey treats you to a rare and unexpected spectacle. An eclipse begins as one of the 2 local suns covers the other. You watch as the temperature drops, the lighting changes, and the double shadows vanish. The 2 discs in the sky merge, forming a shimmering oval, and then become one. Eventually, the fantastic event passes, leaving behind a vivid memory. Alright, well, we've explored everything on this planet. Back to the map. Does not get us to here. So the only way to get here is to come to here and see if we can traverse this dark red line. It's that ancient bunker. Alright, so we can go to Rouge 79. We can come to here and do this. We can come to here and try this. Not sure we want to try this red path just yet. We could also come back to Foulstone and see if the Navy likes us. We've got enough stuff to make the Navy like us to get some good stuff for our ship. Or if Opticon has any more stuff. You know what? Let's keep exploring for right now. Let's make that safe. Visit Muru. So there's an Explorator Void Station and a couple planets. Prisoners of Ice. A strange and frightening discovery was made in one of the sites on this frozen world. Countless human bodies suspended in the clear ice of a glacier. The bodies showed no sign of injuries. It was as if they dived into liquid water the moment before it turned into solid ice, freezing them into place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them. Searches uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Okay. More plasteel. There's a lot of plasteel. When the Rouge Trader ship approaches the Adeptus Mechanicus Void Station, it is met with the hostile security of the station's defense lasers. An Explorator Lex Mechanic, who introduces himself as Service Unit 42, dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use to the Rouge Trader. We don't have cargo torpedoes to plunder the station. Give transference elements of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Cargo fuel. Propose trade of resources with the Explorators. Upon consulting data from the station's main cogitator, Lex Mechanicus Service Unit 42 confirms that the station requires rare transium elements or natural gas for research of an undisclosed nature. For its part, the station cannot offer the Rouge Trader anything in exchange for the moment, but the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on Footfall will certainly repay him for his aid. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and we got some melee weapons. The station thanks the Rouge Trader for his cooperation and presents him with several containers of unused reserves as a token of gratitude. Leave the Explorator station. Well, let's head back to Footfall. Let's chart new routes first. To these. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll go ahead and do the warp jumps to Footfall Station because there's quite a few of them off camera, and then we can see what happens there with that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.